Zambia have a lot in common, despite the distance between our two countries. We both aspire to a higher quality of life for our people and our continent. We seek a stronger and more unified voice for Africa on the world stage.
There's a lot we can do. Like I said off camera, that Zambia and Rwanda should be the torch bearer, that there's a lot of benefits to be realized from cooperation between African states bilaterally before it becomes multilateral. I think that this particular trip, for me, has discarded a lot of misconceptions about the potential that lies in Africa.
During my tenure as chair of the African Union, my thinking is to do whatever is humanly possible, working with other leaders of our continent, to try first and foremost bring even closer the African countries and peoples of the continent, so that we can work on how we make progress on many fronts, including primarily the development of our continent. it's not a thing you'd find easy to do every other time. So for me, it's the first experience to interact with the cheetah and be in the company of lions, even if from a small distance. But this is something that I think the world needs to know, and people need to come here and experience. And I'm sure there's a good job being done here, and I want to thank everyone who keeps it running the way it is.
And some of the MOUs, memoranda of understanding we've signed, is to collaborate, to share experiences, what Rwanda is doing, what we have here, what we may support them or learn from us, from them, so to make our assets, our endowments better, to work for the people. And we were talking with President Kagame on our own that we could actually consolidate our packages, tourist package that will be able to take a tourist to Rwanda to see the mountain gorillas and other sites. At the same time, the package will bring the tourists here.
donation of the maize grain from Rwanda to Zambia is not merely a transfer of food. It is a lifeline extended from one nation to another.
The government and the people of Rwanda sympathize and stand with the government and the people of Zambia during this difficult time of the devastating drought which hardly hit the big part of Zambia.
Through your donation, you have shown us that leadership is not just about governance, but about compassion, about empathy, and the willingness to make a difference where it is most needed.
My appeal is that for members of the public, yourselves even, that would like to adopt children, to extend their love, care, and support to children with disabilities so that they don't grow old in a facility such as this one.